Good morning, YouTube family and friends. Today will be March the 1st. Our Black History Month is now over. I just want to say something really quick about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's sentencing. In my opinion, the way I think this is going to go, the New York trial is in the appeal process as we speak. Within the year, I predict that the appeal process for the New York trial will be complete and it will be overturned. Now, that eats up to 30 years. Okay, so we're still sitting on 19. But the 19 years must go. They have to go. Once that New York trial, sentencing, jail, whatever way you depict it, once it's overturned, it is now gone. And the time that came with it too. So now the 19 years, like I said, will automatically leave once the Chicago appeal process gets into doing what it's supposed to do. But while that is happening, he'll be out on supervised release because he got 4 years in now. So by the time New York is overturned, he will have over 4 in, probably closer to 5. Yes, closer to 5. And said he's eligible for supervised release after 3 years of incarceration. So once New York is overturned, I believe that he'll come home on supervised release. They probably will mandate him to some programs to help with his mental, his whatever issues they deem he have, or whatever issues he's told them he have. They'll try to get him some treatment for that. That's what they're supposed to do. And he's out on supervised release while Chicago is in the process of being overturned. And 1 to 3 years is the appeal process. So right now, we looking at, let's say, a max of 3 years for the Chicago appeal. To get into effect and get complete and all of that stuff. Yeah, so he's out doing whatever he's been mandated by the court to do, but he's still out. That's just how it goes. Like, it's clear as day. This man is getting ready to get out of jail on supervised release soon, in about a year and a half max. And then while he's on supervised release, waiting on the outcome of the Chicago appeal, which shouldn't take no more than 3 years. That's just what it is. That's what the judge said. That's what Jennifer Bonjean said. Y'all can't change the laws. Sorry, you can't. It just is what it is, So now I saw some stuff with Jaguar Wright that I want to speak on. I don't know if you all watch Sean Davy Way, but I was watching a vlogger, Sean Davy Way, or it could have been King Payne. I can't remember which one, but they played Jaguar Wright was actually sitting, we're actually kind of like across from Legenda Gold. The girl they call herself Love, the girl that's claims she's the daughter of Aaliyah and Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. So She called Angelo Clary on her phone on speaker. I could not really make out exactly what Angelo was saying, but then I was watching another vlogger. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna tell you who that vlogger was in 1 second because I have it in my other phone. Ooh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Yeah, that vlogger name was Whitney DTV. And I'm going to let you listen to it. Hold on.
That's it. I mean, I think that I thought that people that kind of supported me in their way of their fight, that I returned the favor. And I thought by now people understand I'm not a fucking YouTuber. So stop making me into this YouTuber for commentary to everybody. And I think that I become that every time I pick up that phone. Right. I really don't have time for no more of this shit. That's the
Okay, so y'all look. I don't want to play too much of her content. I'm using this under the Fair Use Act. It's used for entertainment and educational purposes only. Okay, so on Whitney DTV, y'all. See, that's her channel, Whitney DTV. She interviewed Angelo Clary. This was a couple of days ago to question him in regards to Jaguar Wright actually called him on live with this girl, Legina Gold, next to her, and they were asking him questions. It was low. I couldn't really hear what it was saying. But Angelo actually explained to Whitney D that he really was telling Legina Gold, like, are you really sure you're ready for this? You know, this is going to change your life. He basically talking about the YouTube BS. You know, this was he was telling Whitney D. And I caught on to something he said in particular. And what he said was, because the question is why, the question is why is, oh, it just looked like that. The question, I'm sorry, the question is why is they reaching out to Angelo Clary for help? So Angelo Clary, y'all just heard his response. He was like, I don't know if people think if they do you a favor that you owe them, but I'm not a vlogger. So this is my opinion. Is it safe to say that when Jaguar Wright got on YouTube and discredited Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly and said all these things about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, was she lying just to spin a narrative or to put some stuff out for Angelo? Because what favor did she do for him? And what makes him think she owe that? What makes Angelo Clary feel that Jaguar Wright feels that he owe her? And that's why he called her. So y'all go over there and watch Whitney DTV and y'all will see what I'm talking about. You can hear the whole interview yourself. I'm not a vlogger. I don't know how to do reporting and all of that. I'm just giving y'all my opinion. What I think about it is just strange to me that Angelo said that. Like, it just goes to show how many players was involved with this takedown. And I also feel that as far as Jaguar Wright goes, she been out the game a long time, y'all. How she know what Chris Brown them doing? How do she know what's going on in the industry now? How do she know? I'm not discrediting anything she said as far as when she was around. But all this stuff about Chris Brown and all this other narrative she getting on the internet spinning, I have a hard time to believe it. I believe she got some issues going on with all that sporadic behavior. And I don't know if she's got a vendetta against the industry and she just want to destroy everybody's name that's on the internet in a negative way. She come and feed on to the BS. So I really don't know what's wrong with Miss Jaguar Wright. And I don't know. They say she just went in the police department and acted up and got arrested and just got bonded out. I think she's going through something. Then they say her and her husband is Gamba is her husband. He wants to divorce her. So clearly there's marital issues going on. But I said all of that to say you can't tell me a damn thing about what Jaguar Wright said about what's going on in today's time. Maybe if you talking about back in the 80s, I might listen. But you're not going to tell me nothing Jaguar Wright saying about what's going on right here today. Especially with celebrities like Chris Brown. Girl, have you even ever met Chris Brown in person? Like, you ain't shared no stage with that man. You ain't been on tour with that man. You don't know nothing about that man to sit up here and splurt them lies. So I'm going to let all of that, marinate. And this is just my opinion. I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm not going to debate and argue and fight with nobody. And anybody want to get on their channels or in their community chat with the negative responses and the subliminals, forget y'all too. It's just my opinion. You can't change it. That's the thing about YouTube. Nobody can change nobody else's opinion. So either you agree with it or you don't. But we don't have to beat each other up about it. We ain't got to call each other names about it. We ain't got to do none of that. We can just agree to disagree. So, in my opinion, Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly coming home, y'all. And I say a year to a year and a half, and I could be wrong. I stand to be wrong. So if he don't come home, I don't need nobody making no videos about Chi-Town, because this is my opinion. It just like Levi said he was coming home 2 years ago, didn't he? I'm just saying, my opinion is my opinion. And don't beat me up about it. So with all that being said, love, peace, and happiness, and I'm out. Mwah.